All right, I want to take a look at this latest Trimet. I don't know who comes up with these ideas, and who comes up with it is the $1 million question. But this is a division, the latest division. You know how I feel about these pork barrels, right? They're complete, they're absurd and ridiculous, and there's people dying on the streets, and our government is doing this. I mean, we're living in a dystopian society where the citizens somehow have become disconnected from the reality around them, and the government functions as it wants to without any kind of checks or balances. And the pork barrels are just 100% funded. None of them lost anything as a result of the pandemic. None of that affected any of the elites. As a matter of fact, the elites profited from the pandemic. Okay, we're living in a dystopian society, and I don't know how many people actually realize the hellhole that's going on around you. If you listen to the scanner, you can hear it. The suffering is unbelievable. The government is totally corrupt and without a heart. I mean, we're lost as a society, okay? We're lost, and I don't know how it's going to end. Maybe we'll just go on. The 20% that die in misery on the street don't count, and the American citizens don't care. We're living in a refined version of Nazi Germany is what it looks to me right now. It's the citizens that are doing okay just don't care about the ones that aren't. I mean, it's similar to the Nazis watching the Jews getting hauled away. They just didn't care. It was this is happening with the immigrants and the Mexican border and the poor, the people in the ditch. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The government is spending millions on crap, billions on crap, and Biden has $3 trillion to spend on this crap. It's not going to help anybody. The people will still be dying in the streets. I mean, we have a dystopian society, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about this. This is the most, who came up with this?
New at 5 tonight, Trimet says a huge project to make bus transportation safer and more efficient.
It's 15% faster, which means it's not faster. Increasing it, if it could cut travel time 50%, I could get it behind it. No, I don't. I would never get behind it because it's just not necessary. But it's 15% faster, supposedly, which is nothing. And $150 million got spent for this. I'm not going to go over it again. I just did.
Is halfway done. The Division Transit project includes a lot of new bus stops, and a couple of them just opened today.
And here you have mainstream media. Mainstream media is the mouthpiece for the oligarchy. Anybody that watches mainstream media and actually takes it seriously is lost. Because that media is created by the oligarchy to fool us. It is the mouthpiece of the oligarchy.
Tim Gordon takes us there.
The Division Transit project is $175 million worth of improvement.
$175 million improvement. $175 million went into the pockets of the various insiders in Portland. And it's going to make it it's a developer thing, just like they all are. None of these things are for transit people. They try to market them as transit, but they're not. And if you have any understanding of the issues, you know that. Most people have no understanding of the issues, so they buy this shit hook, line, and sinker.
It's on a busy thoroughfare to make the bus commute between Gresham and Portland better. Some of the most noticeable changes so far along Division Street are a bunch of new bus stops. The redesigned stations include bike lanes that allow bikes to pass through as long as the area is clear. As you can see here, it may take some time before everyone gets the new system.
Look at that.
This guy rode right on through with
this is I wish I could get this on YouTube. This is in the way. Fuck.
the bus at the stop. This animation from Trimet shows how it's supposed to work. Cyclists can ride through the station in their lane. But when
why isn't the bus, that bus lane should go out to the left of the bus with my, shouldn't be. What is it doing here? Watch on YouTube. I can't get this on YouTube. When I stop it, I get the stupid menu and God damn it.
Pulls up to the curb, cyclists are required to stop.
Look at that. They stop? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's stupid. Do they do that anywhere? The cyclists are supposed to stop for the bus? Come on. I mean, who designed this? Is this a design anywhere in the world? Where a bus pulls into a bus stop and the cyclists are supposed to stop? I've never heard of such a thing.
Before the pedestrian crosswalk area, allowing passengers to safely get on or off the bus. 2 of the new stops opened Easter Sunday. This one at Southeast Division and 130th, and another at 135th. Not the busiest commute day, but the buses kept on coming.
Oh, cool. Yep, and they're running every 15 minutes. Okay. So, frequent service, too.
Wow. That's so good, and it's great for the bike riders. They're going to be a lot safer.
Well, that's the idea. That's what we hope, that it's safer for all around.
Trimet employees were out answering questions. Bus rider Joda Fuller got hers answered.
So it was just a little confusing at first, but now I get it. Yeah, I think it's going to be cool. I think it'll work.
More of these types of stops will be opening up this spring. The entire project, complete with high-capacity buses and many other features, is on track to open fully in fall of 2022. Tim Gordon, KGW News.
Let's see what Jonathan Mouse says about this. Cyclists can ride through the station in their lane, but when a bus pulls up to the curb, cyclists are required to stop. That's ridiculous! Who ever heard of such a thing? Who ever heard of this? This raised a red flag for me because stopping when a bus is present is a lot different than stopping when a pedestrian. Stopping at a crosswalk for the presence of a bus has no basis, there you go, in Oregon law and could result in lengthy stops for well-meaning riders and confusion by others who aren't sure if they are required to stop. I asked Trimet spokesman Tia York. She's the one that broke down in tears during the Women of Trimet video. You can look at it on my YouTube or my blog. She pointed out Oregon statutes that require bus riders to yield to people on sidewalks and crosswalks. These laws are important to follow, but they don't the situation where a bus is present. When a bus stops at the station, people should presume there will be people coming and going to the bus. For the cyclist, I understand Trimet's concern here, and I hope bicycle and bus riders are exceedingly conscious at these stations. But I also worry this creates a confusing gray area that has no precedent. Yeah. For example, Oregon law requires people to enter the street or to make a motion that they want to use a crossing before other users are legally obligated to stop. Trimet is saying bicycle riders must do something new and different. Stop and wait in expectation. This is terrible. I don't know who came up with this. I don't know why they came up with this. Why isn't the bike lane just put out to the left? So they're coming down and then they just kind of go to the left when the bus pulls into the. This doesn't make sense to me. Fuck. What an idiotic design. A pork barrel and an idiotic design. You couldn't even get that right, could you, Trimet?